Please keep your microphones muted and your cameras off during the presentation. And please hold all the questions until after the presentation is over. We will have a Q&A session, and we also ask that you limit your questions to 1 minute so that we can get as many of those in as possible. For those that would like a live translation tonight, the Teams format can translate the meeting live for you. And for instructions on how to turn the translation function on, our community liaison, Stephanie Villegas, will explain, and the instructions are being placed into chat. Stephanie?
Hello. Buenas tardes y bienvenidos. La aplicación Teams puede traducir esta reunión en vivo en varios idiomas, incluyendo español, árabe, chino, francés y portugués, y muchos más. Las instrucciones para ver las traducciones en vivo están en la sección del chat. Gracias. Back to you, Carla.
Thank you. Okay, let's get started with our next slide. Okay, so tonight we're going to provide you a project status, a construction update, community engagement details, and then we're also going to save time for our Q&A session at the end. And any questions that we may be unable to answer or cover during the meeting tonight will be answered in the Q&A session and the summary that will be posted to our website following the meeting. Next slide. Okay, so tonight you're going to hear from Ray Biggs II, our Senior Project Director with MTA. You're going to hear from Doran Balso, our CEO of Purple Line Transit Partners. Also, Hugo Fontieres, our Project Executive with Maryland Transit Solutions. And Javier Devesa, our Construction Manager for this area. And I will be facilitating the meeting tonight. And if you don't know me, my name is Carla Julian, and I'm our Stakeholder Manager. All right, so tonight what we are going to focus on are the stations including Adelphi Road, UMGC, UMD, Campus Drive, UMD, Baltimore Avenue, UMD, College Park, UMD, and Riverdale Park North, UMD. So as we are progressing construction throughout the project, there's a lot of different phases that are ongoing sequentially to advance our work. We have utility relocations going on, storm drain system installation, track installation, system utilities, and testing. And all of this needs to occur at the same time for us to progress within our 16-mile alignment. And you may have noticed some exciting stages is that you're starting to see the station canopies go up in our track installation. So to show you that progress on our next slide, we're going to show you our spring 2024 progress video that features our project leadership team. Next slide, please.
Welcome to the latest update on the Purple Line project. This year, we've placed thousands of feet of track, an exciting example of tremendous progress being made by Purple Line crews. 2024 is set to be a year of momentum.
The Purple Line track installation teams will be reaching even more areas. Already, tracks have been placed at the southern end of the project, along Ellen Road and Veterans Parkway, and throughout the University of Maryland. The track at Campus Drive is embedded track, seamlessly integrated into the road surface. The Purple Line boasts 3 main types of tracks: embedded, ballast track, and direct fixation. Each plays a crucial role in our mission to ensure a smooth journey from New Carrollton to Bethesda. Progress is visible along the whole 16-mile alignment. In Bethesda, crews have put the custom-made sprung arch form system to work to cast the first sections of the new cavern ceiling. The cavern will connect the 130-foot deep shaft to Metro's Bethesda station. In Silver Spring, the new Purple Line station is rapidly taking shape. From the installation of utilities to the erection of canopies, progress is evident at every turn. But Silver Spring is just one of the 14 stations underway. Station platforms are also emerging at key locations like Connecticut Avenue, Littonsville, Campus Drive at the University of Maryland, College Park, and Glen Ridge, among others. In December, crews poured an impressive 720 cubic yards of concrete in one day to form the roof of the tunnel extension between Wayne Avenue and the Manchester Place station. We also finished the concrete, fencing, and paving needed to open the new and improved Talbot Avenue Bridge, which is part of the Capitol Crescent Trail and an important connection for the communities of Woodside and Littonsville. In Prince George's County, the Kenilworth East-West Highway Flyover Bridge, which is made up of over 617 tons of steel, has been installed over this very busy intersection. In Glen Ridge, the Operations and Maintenance Facility prepares to be the heart of our operations. Here you'll find a variety of specialty track segments. These segments are essential for guiding our light rail vehicles as they navigate through the facility. Inside the OMF, state-of-the-art cranes and meticulously designed workspaces stand ready to handle everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. While we celebrate these achievements, there is still much work ahead.
As you can see, we have more visible tracks, stations taking shape, and complete bridges as a few of the Purple Line's most exciting milestones this year. This time next year, you can expect to see the Purple Line light rail vehicles begin testing on the new test track located in Prince George's County. More exciting news is coming soon, so please follow our social media and subscribe to our newsletter to stay up to date. We are connecting communities through Prince George's and Montgomery counties with Maryland's newest light rail system, the Purple Line. Good evening again, everyone. Construction activities have continued to ramp up over the last 18 months. And as you just saw in the video, active Purple Line construction can be seen along the entire alignment. With all the work moving ahead, we look forward to the anticipated arrival of our light rail vehicles at the new Glen Ridge Operations and Maintenance Facility later this spring. The test track area, which is centered around the Glen Ridge Operations and Maintenance Facility, is scheduled for completion in the summer of 2024, kicking off a period of intensive local testing, integrated testing, and initial operator training, while construction continues elsewhere along the alignment. By spring of 2026, construction across the alignment will have progressed enough to allow for system-wide testing, full operational training, and the commissioning activities necessary to prove out a safe and ready light rail. As announced in March, the Purple Line is scheduled to open for service in 2027, of winter 2027. So now I'll turn it over to Javier De Besa to provide an update on all of the exciting construction activities happening in this area. Javier?
Yes, good evening, everyone. Thank you for assisting to the meeting. I will start explaining a little bit what we've done so far in the segment around the UMD area and the upcoming works. So before starting through all the sections for the segment, I just want to explain a little bit a common question that we received so far by the public. We've been talking about a lot of data bank installation around the project, and a lot of times we get asked what is typically a data bank. So data bank is a type of infrastructure that we use for several purposes. Main one is to feed the train and properly make all the proper connections around the track works and the different systems. And basically it's the infrastructure where we allocate the conduits, and inside we allocate the cables that make possible all this connection. They are vital for the infrastructure. So let me get started from west to east, starting in the University Boulevard and the Delphi Road. There's the start of the segment 6. We recently made a big traffic shift in this area where we put everything into the phase 2. We have started doing the demolition works in the area where you can see some of the construction work in this picture. Next works are going to be related to this data bank installation and future track works west of Adelphi. East of Adelphi, we're going to start what we call the first summer shutdown in this Adelphi to Presidential Drive. Our main intention is to complete the tracks 1 and 2 between this Presidential Drive and the curve of Adelphi Road. So we intend to complete some tracks that are leading to the station and start the station works this summer. One important thing is that we're going to allow access all times to the UMGC buildings for vehicles, and we intend to complete all the infrastructure below the tracks for this section and start working for the next works on this Presidential Drive. From Adelphi Road to the next areas for this presidential, we have completed the planter boxes, 3 systems that you can see in this picture that they are placed in the south side. We are going to start most part of the OCS, although we already made some of them for the phase 1 in this summer shutdown that we mentioned before. We are going to complete all the OCS between Adelphi to presidential. And the next activity is going to be that bank installation that we need to complete it under the trucks. And one important thing to state is that we're going to start the TPSS, the traction power substation, Q5, that is placed next to one of the planter boxes in the south side. And we're going to start all the works related to that. There's a lot of databags involved and some other items. We enter into the core of the university. That's probably one of the areas that we can see what it's going to look like, the final product. We completed both tracks 1 and 2 in the Union Drive, also 3 planter boxes that you can see on the south of this picture. We just completed the first portion of the bike path between this Alumni Drive and Campus Drive, and also the sidewalk. Actually, tomorrow we intend to open the south sidewalk to pedestrians, and there's going to be all the works focused into the north side for all the sidewalk and lighting foundations. We have also started the construction of the ornamental fence that they're going to go both sides of the picture. So we intend to complete as much as we can on the next weeks. Right before Union Lane, we have the station, Campus Center Station is going to be placed, as you guys know, in the middle of the UMD. We already completed the north platform station in the last summer shutdown, and we are currently working in the south one. So we're currently working on the conduits, also walls and the rest of the platform. Our intention is to complete both the north and south platforms at the end of this summer. In order to do that, we're going to require a lot of conduit installation below. And at the same time, west of Union Lane, so right between the 2 platforms, we already have track 2 that was completed last winter. This summer shutdown, we're going to do track 1, that is the one that is on the south side. So basically from Union Lane till Alumni Drive, what you saw on the previous picture, we're going to have both tracks completed, 1 and 2. Following to the east, we made all these underground utility works between the M Circle and Union Lane. Actually, in the picture, you can see that everything is ready just to start with the track works in the south side. Actually, we just started the track works with our sub from the M Circle to Union Lane. There's going to be an ongoing work. We started at night. We're going to shift to days as well. So we're going to try to keep a lot of crews booked for this section. And our intention is to complete all these track 1 placed in the south during this summer. And actually this Thursday, we're going to start the summer shutdown in this section where we're going to be able to start working with the south sidewalk. First placing some of the conduits related to lighting foundations as well, and complete all the sidewalk and bike path. We need to divide the work into different sections related to every building. And we are structuring all the works, allowing pedestrians to walk on the north side during the summer, and opening for crosswalks between this area. One in the M Circle, another one close to the plaza, another one close to the HP bus loop, and final one in Union Lane. So there's going to be a lot of activity. This is probably one of the major focus that we're going to have in the next months, in the summer shutdown. And our intention is to have it ready by the end of it. East of Regions, that's probably, in my opinion, the area that changed the most in these last months. There was a lot of planter boxes, as you can see in this picture, to be installed. These are large extractors, large stone drain extractors that they needed to be carefully installed one by one, cell by cell. There's been a lot of work in the winter months, which involve not very good weather, so it's always difficult to install them during these conditions. But luckily, we were able to complete them all, as you can see in this picture. We also prepared all the base and all the conduits before giving all this area to the track works. Actually, from this M Circle to this small vehicle path that you can see in this picture, close to the Turner building, that's been already given to our subcontractor for the track works, which they are going to initiate the works in the upcoming days. This is going to be also our main focus for the summer shutdown that I was explaining before. So basically, you're going to see a lot of track works activities west of the M Circle and east of the M Circle. This is going to be part of our package that we are preparing for this summer. So a lot of activities in this area. After summer, we're going to also be working on the flat works east of the M Circle. We have already initiated some of the final and the permanent configuration for the flat works. As you could see, for example, in Regions, we could open the sidewalk close to the Simons building and the other one close to the east of Regions. So we're going to try to advance and expedite as much as we can, but most part of the flat works are going to be done after the summer. Moving east of the Baltimore Avenue, here in this picture, you can see both track 1 and 2 that they were completed east of Diamondback, between Diamondback and Campus Drive. We have completed all the works between these two tracks. Actually, as we speak, we are currently working in the asphalt between them. We have the intention to switch to phase 2 that we call in this section, which means that what you can see in the picture on those tracks is going to be open in June to traffic, and we're going to focus our construction activity west of this Diamondback area. So basically, in the upcoming months for this summer, between Baltimore Avenue and Diamondback, there's going to be the major part of the construction in this area, starting from the very beginning. So stone drain first, OCS, although we already started some of the OCS in the previous months, conduits, earthworks, and so on until we can reach the final grade and the track works. Also important to mention that in the upcoming months, we have the intention to start the East Campus Station, which is located next to this picture at the Baltimore Avenue. So that's going to be part of the full package that we're going to open for construction in the next weeks. Next works along Campus Drive. We kept the most part of the work in the core of campus. This area has been worked out within the stone drain and conduits. There is a long path of conduit that was completed in the last weeks, along with some drainage crossings. There's a lot of crossings in this area, which involves MOT, lane closures. It's not something fast that can be completed, but we've been scheduling them as we move forward and trying to complete as much as we can. Actually, all the phase 1 in terms of the stone drain was completed. We did like more than 50% of the phase 2, so everything is running pretty good. After we complete all the previous track works that I mentioned before in the core of UMD, we have the intention to expedite the section and to start working with the track works as well, so you guys can see the final result for the phase 1. Moving into the College Park Metro Station, that is the difficult area to work, to be honest, because of the space. We're limited due to the WMATA area, several buildings as well. So all the work there has to be very carefully studied. Station has been progressing pretty good. The College Park Station, all the underground works, utility works, they were completed, and they are currently focused on the platform and on the walls. In the upcoming months, you're gonna see the canopies and the final product for the station. So everything is moving pretty good. And north of this station, you can see two walls that they were completed around what we call the direct fixation. So these are one of the three types of tracks that you could see on the presentation before. And we are starting to work for this direct fixation, which involves, in case of this segment, just this section around between the walls. So there's going to be both a station and the direct fixation activities at the same time. In the Rivertech Court, there's going to be a closure from June 15th to August 25th for the track installation. We are taking advantage of the summer, less vehicles to do this work. We are going to provide a detour, as you can see here in this picture, as well for vehicles. That is the vehicle detour that is going to be implemented. So basically, it's going to go all the way through Campus Drive, going Baltimore Avenue, and trying to get into the final initial location in Rivertech. For the Hyundai station at Riverdale Park North, there was all the platforms that were completed, as well as the canopies. So this station actually is one of the ones that it's been more advanced in terms of visual result that you guys can see. There's going to be different work related to track installation and underground utilities that are going to be worked nearby the area, but you guys can see the final product, or almost the final product for this station.
Safety is our #1 priority, both for our crews that are building the Purple Line and for the public. As we shift into track installation, you will see more and more work in the roadways and crews implementing lane shifts and detours. This could also include pedestrian walkways. So please take your time and follow all the posted signage. And if you see something amiss, please call our hotline.
Right. Well, thank you, Javier, for sharing all that progress with us. Next, we'll talk just a little bit about community engagement. The entire Purple Line team is so fortunate to be part of this community, and we take that responsibility very seriously. So tonight, we wanted to take the opportunity to, again, advertise our Beyond the Rails community grant program. This grant program is aimed at supporting existing nonprofit groups and helping them do all the good work that they're already doing by providing additional funding. Our first round of 6 community grants was awarded earlier this year. You see a photo there, and our deadline for the next round is May 31st, the end of this month. So please visit our website, purplelinемd.com, to get more information about our community grant program, including the short application process, and spread the word. On the next slide, we will show that website, purplelinemd.com, as well as the various ways to get in touch with us. And with that, I'll hand it back to Ray.
All right, thank you, Doran. So now comes that time of the meeting where we're going to turn it over to you all for questions. We'll start by looking in the chat. I don't see any hands up. I did see a chat question come in. I do see Antoine's hand up. But let's start with the first question in the chat. Over to you, Carla.
Okay, thanks. So our first question is, when will the intersection at the former M circle be complete? It's currently very hazardous to pedestrians and does not have well-painted crosswalks or signs.
Javier, if you can come back on and answer that question for us.
Yeah, this is part of the next activities that we're gonna do in summer. So we're currently opening different crosswalks in the area. Actually, we noted that some of the crosswalks, they were fading away, so they were refreshing all the painting in there. And we're gonna open a new crosswalk north of Regents between the geology building and physics in the next days. So there's gonna be in the next days 4 crosswalks open in this area. In summer, we're gonna do all the final asphalt in this area, so everything is gonna look like the final product. Traffic signals are gonna come a little bit later, but at least the visual final product is gonna come after the summer.
Thank you for that, Javier. All right, so we'll turn to the hand that's up. Antoine, if you can unmute yourself and ask your question. And then Joel, you'll be next. I saw your hand go up.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and thank you for this opportunity. My question is actually pertaining more to the Riverdale area. I was not able to join the Riverdale meeting due to travel with work. Wanted to see what's going on in College Park as well. But there's several issues over in the East Pine neighborhood with the closure of Mustang Drive. The new 64th Street roadway is awesome that it's there, but you know, there's a stop sign that's missing at Patterson Drive. I was wondering if that would be addressed. Also, I sent an email about a year ago because it's been a while, but we along Riverdale Road, particularly in Riverdale Park from Veterans Parkway to about Mustang Drive, there is no lighting at night, and it has been that way for a while. I know that when Pepco moved the utility poles, I know lighting shift, but we don't have no light at all. And I don't know if anyone's aware. There's many apartments over there and a lot of activity with the F4 Metro bus that comes through there, as well as the other UND buses and other Metro route buses that come through there. And at night, you see people darting across the street, and I've watched people almost get hit. There has been accidents over the years there. So I just want to know if that could possibly be addressed. Also, one more thing with the new closure of Mustang Drive, the East Pine neighborhood, we have a sign up on Mustang Drive that was giving us notice on when Mustang Drive would actually close. Then it went blank and we haven't heard anything. And then we come out last Saturday and the street is just automatically closed. So, and I checked the website, it wasn't on the website. So we didn't get proper notification about that. So we are happy that the Purple Line is coming, but we just want to make sure that we can still function while the construction is happening, because we come out to, you know, in the East Pines neighborhood, there's only so many ways in and out of our neighborhood. It's only two ways out, and you know, with some of the streets being eliminated, it's only going to be two. So we just like to be informed. But my biggest concern is the stop sign at Patterson Drive, as well as the lighting on Riverdale Road with many apartments and many people catch buses at night, especially in the wintertime. It's horrible. People cannot see it. It's pitch black. And that is also where the Baltimore-Washington Parkway is, and a lot of traffic comes through there. Thank you.
No, thank you for your question and your raising those concerns. That the Riverdale CAT meeting is posted online. Just, I know you said you mentioned that you missed it, but what we'll do is we'll take that information, because tonight we have the construction team that's focused on the College Park area, but we'll get back to you within the next day or two. If you can also send that to outreach at purplelinemd.com, and we'll make sure that we get those responses to you regarding East Pines, and follow up regarding the lighting and all of that, to see what we can do in working with our partners to address that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. All right, over to you, Joel.
Good. How you doing tonight?
Good.
That's good. Well, I just noticed on the map over the income center, Marriott, still don't have the bus stops there. I don't know if they're gonna permanently don't put them back, and they're gonna use Stadium Drive. And I think I said this before when Gary Witherspoon was on board. That River Road I went down there before I got a haircut, and they still have the bus stops right there on River Road. Hopefully they don't move it. And I saw the canopies. I didn't see canopies on the Campus Drive, the Income Center, or the College Park one. But I did see the one in Riverdale North. And I guess still waiting on that fair. And they had the I don't know, they're still working on that fair. Hopefully they would have the one trip card system and the metro benefits for the workers. I think they have all the agencies and employees have the metro benefits. And they don't pay. Yeah, the employees pay for it. But after I retire, I just have to use my own money when I'm retired.
Got
So
it.
I didn't notice anything on the. I just see some. What is that called? The overhead wires with them. I think the last meeting I was at, he got confused. He said, "How about the loop in Silver Spring?" Thought I was saying the one in College Park. And I did see the picture of the bus loop, and didn't even touch that bus loop. It's still there. So those are my questions and my comment. You have a good evening.
All right, you too, Joel, but I'm gonna try to address some of it. So, the bus stops and fares, as promised, I'm working with the team, and by the next time we have our set of CAT meetings, we will have a comprehensive answer for you about the bus stops and to address your questions about the fares. That is an important question for the community and for something for us to explain. So we will have those answers. We are working on it because that is critical to the success of the Purple Line, because we need people to ride the Purple Line. And in regards to River Road, I'll take a look at that. I go by it every day. Our office is over there, and we'll have the team look at that too, and make sure that that is covered too by the next set of CAT meetings. Right.
Okay,
We'll go back to the chat. Yeah.
I think we have
Happy
one
Carl.
more. Okay, I think this one's going to be for Javi. Will the surface of Campus Drive between the metro station and Baltimore Avenue be repaved? Cars are currently running around the holes in the pavement into oncoming traffic.
Yes. We've been hearing this issue some other times, so we are trying to minimize the effect of the works that we did. The reason for these bumps, we were doing some stone drain and conduit connections where we did some patchings and some steel platings. So we're definitely taking a look and trying to address them in the way that we can. This is going to be part of the phase 2, so the final product is going to be done in the phase 2 whenever we finish the south side. But definitely, we're going to try to do some action to try to minimize the effect of the bumps.
All right. Looking to see if we have any more questions. Please raise your hand or drop it in the chat for us if you do have any questions. All right, I don't see any, Carla. I'll turn it back over to you to close us out. There we go. We have one that
Yeah, I
just
think we
came
have one
in.
more.
There we go. Give us 1 second to read through it.
Okay. Regarding westbound Campus Drive at Adelphi Road, the right turn only lane is now blocked. The center lane has been designated right turn and straight. The left lane has been designated left only. The vast majority of cars either turn right or left, with few cars going straight. The problem is when a straight through car is at the head of the lane at a red light, holding up dozens of cars wanting to go right, where it is legal to turn right on red. Could the signage be changed to put the straight through cars on the left lane? At the height rush, traffic often backs up almost to University United Methodist Church.
Yeah, I can respond to that. These past weeks, we've been doing a permanent right lane closure that is the reason of this comment over here in the chat. So the westbound traffic, it was put in the existing configuration, but this right lane was permanently closed due to the construction within north side close to the area. We're going to do the summer shutdown that I was explaining before from Adelphi to Presidential that is going to complete some of the works and put the traffic into a new phasing. So after this new phasing, all the traffic is going to go through the approved plans and everything with the proper signage. So hopefully all this traffic is not going to be originated over there.
And I just saw a note that SHA is also looking at signal timing there too. So I think people are trying to help with that. So thank you, Javi. One other one, will the median and Baltimore Avenue be reconstructed at the end of the project? If so, approximately when?
Yeah, so this area is at the end of the project. Actually, we are going to start some of the works. That is not the final reconstruction of this median, but we're going to start some of the drainage works after we complete all the activities in the middle of the university. The timeline for the start of this intersection is going to be in 2025. So we cannot provide right now an accurate timeline for this, but it's definitely going to be during 2025. Final product is not going to be obtained until the end of the project.
Thanks, Javi. Does anybody else have any other questions you want to put in chat or raise your hand for?
While we wait a second, if we can go back to the previous slide so we can make sure everyone have the contact information to be able to reach out to us and to follow us across social media. We have a lot going on the project. So. All right, not seeing any. I said that a while ago, and here we go again. Another question popped up. Do the Campus Drive bike lanes go all the way to Baltimore Avenue? I took that one from you, Carla. Over to you,
Okay.
Javier.
Yep. Okay, so we are currently working on the first section of the bike path in Union Drive. At the end of the summer, we're going to have the bike path all the way to the M Circle, and eventually it's going to transition to Baltimore Avenue. There's potentially some other sections that we're starting to add some more bike paths around Baltimore Avenue, but we're still under discussions internally. But these bikes that are going to be gone, they're going to be driving through in the UMD area. Yes.
Looks like Joel, you have your hand up again.
Yeah, I had another question on Campus Drive. Are they going to be placed with a bus stop that they moved over to Stadium Drive? Are they going to bring them back in a different location? It won't be part of close to the location, probably like Baltimore. See, some bus stops would be down the street, then you got the Purple Line station, then more bus stops, and another Purple Line station. Maybe that's the whole for the whole system. Be like the Baltimore region.
Yes, there'll be multiple options for people to be able to get around across public transportation between the bus stops and the Purple Line, with just the goal of being able to get cars off the road so that we can get more people onto public transportation. Okay. Taking a look. Don't see any hands going up. No questions in the chat. Over to you, Carla.
Okay, well, thank you everybody so much for joining us. We do realize how much frustration all of the construction work causes, so we appreciate your patience. And again, feel free to reach out to us at purplelinemd.com. If you're a member of the media, there is media at purplelinemd.com. Follow us on social media, sign up for notifications, and let us know what you think. Let us know if you have questions, and we're always here to help. So thanks again for your time. Have a great night.